So here is another video for you to learn the transform option in Adobe Illustrator. So it is quite a simple one, and I'm sure you'll be able to learn it very easily. It is a simple option, yet it is a very useful option in designing your own artwork. So for us to start, I'm going to select a rectangle. So in this rectangle, we'll be applying all this transform one by one. As you can see, if I right click on this, you have an option called transform, and under the transform there are various options are there, so we'll check them one by one. So for us to see the differences of the transform, I'm going to change a little bit about in this rectangle. Let us keep it like that. If I right click in this object, you'll see that in the transform option you have transform again. So this transform again option is also using the shortcut key, that is Ctrl D. You'll be using this shortcut or this option if you want to repeat the transformation that you have done in all these options below here. So this one is applicable only if you have done something in this area here. So let's see the first one, that is move. So if I click on that, it's actually moving it because some values are already being added there. So I'm going to adjust that. I want to move this shape here by 15 millimeters by 15 millimeters to the right side. Let's click on preview once, and vertical, I don't want the vertical to move downwards, I want it to move it in a straight way. So change to 0 there, and even the angle, it's 0, that is okay. So horizontally it's changing 15. So you can also the distance, you can see that the distance is also 15 because it has been moved to a distance of 50 millimeter. So let's copy that instead of clicking OK. If I click OK, the first one will be gone, but I want a copy of that, so I'm just going to click on copy, and here we have the copy of the previous one, but it has been transformed in the sense it has been moved. So if I want to repeat that, that is this one here, transform and transform again here, Ctrl D. So I'll be using the shortcut, that's Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D. It's not actually going up, it's just an illusion. So if I bring the roller down here, you can see that it is actually maintaining the top margin. I'm going to remove that. Alright, now we have learned about transform and then move option. So let us delete this one and try the next. Right click on that, transform, and if I go to the rotate, as the name suggests, it is for rotating, but you'll be rotating by the degrees. So if I rotate it by 10 degrees, so it'll be rotated anti-clockwise. And whenever you do some changes, make sure you unclick the preview and click once more so that you can see the changes. And if I change 30, it'll be rotated anti-clockwise. So if I make a copy of that, you can see it's been rotated, and it also had made a copy of that. So if I use the transform again option, that is Ctrl and D, you can see it is being rotated and it is also being copied. So in that way you can also make an art. Okay, so let's go back again and let's check the next option. In the transform again, we have the reflect. So it will form a mirror image of this particular object, and you'll be given the option to reflect either horizontally, check the preview, or vertically. And while reflecting, you can also change the angle of the reflection. So I'm just going to copy it once, and you can see that it has made a copy as well as a reflected image of this particular shape here. So if I attach it there, they are actually the mirror image of each other. Okay, so let's see the next one again. Right click on that, go to transform, and we have the scale. So in this scale, it is an option for you to increase or decrease the size or the scale of the object. So if I make it 100%, it is actually the original shape that we've been doing. If I decrease it, you can see that it's being decreased in size. So let's make it 80 and make a copy. So from there you can take out a copy of the original shape. So like that, you can go on making a copy of the image with a decreased or increased scale of that original shape. So let's delete this and check the next one. Right click on it, go to transform, and we have the shear. So shear is an option for distorting the shape. So if I distort it by 90 degrees and check the preview, you can see that it says that the requested transformation will make some objects too large. So let's decrease the angle and check it once. Let's see if I change it to 40 and check the preview. You can see that it has been distorted to some angle. So if I make a copy and change the color, and if I want to make an art out of this, I'm going to send this one to back and select all of them, and in the pathfinder I'm going to use the exclude, and you can see we can make an art by using that kind of transformation. So I'm going to undo it once more. So for the next one, that is, if I right click here again, go to transform, and we have the option for transform edge. So this is an option for us to do all this that we've been doing in this right here, that is move, rotate, reflect, shear. And this is not a quick way to do the transformation, but we can also check this one. Let's see. If I click there, this is the scale. Let's see the preview. This is for the scale, and we have done that also. And this is for moving, which we have done in the first, and this is for rotation. And along with that option, we also have the random. So if I click on random, it will transform the objects randomly. It will apply all this transformation that we have done randomly. So this transform option will fetch all this one by one while we do some logo designs and some other arts.